Okay, cool. Hi, Diego. Welcome in.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
So, what brings you in today?
I have a lot of trouble late night snacking and eating a lot of junk food before I go to sleep.
So, would you say that's a habit you're working on right now and that you want to improve?
Yes, absolutely. I would like to improve on that.
So, what usually leads up to the late night eating?
Well, I get off of work late and I don't really eat much throughout the day because I'm busy doing stuff. And so when I get home, I'll eat my dinner and then I will always have something sitting in the cupboard that I just munch on before I go to sleep.
Okay, so would you say it's more out of convenience?
Yes, I would say it's more out of convenience just because it's there and I'm sitting in front of a screen, usually winding down after work.
Okay, so is there any situations that might cause it to happen more often than not?
Yeah, I think when my dinners aren't satiating, I
Mm,
tend to snack a lot more afterwards. And when I sleep in too long, I tend to stay up later, which leads to me being up and wanting to eat.
definitely. How do you usually feel after late night eating?
I usually feel pretty sluggish and it kind of puts me to sleep, which is another thing why I tend to eat late at night, is because a full belly just kind of puts me to bed right away.
So you feel like, is it something that you rely on to go to sleep?
Not necessarily rely on, but just the instant gratification of having like Cheez-Its or Goldfish
Definitely.
is
How does it make you feel mentally after eating late?
so mentally I feel great right away after, but the next day I always feel kind of shitty and I always feel worse because it's not nutritious and it just makes my stomach hurt the next day because I ate too much the night before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Are there any times where you're able to avoid eating late?
Yeah, when I wake up earlier and I don't sleep in, I tend to go to bed at a better hour and I don't eat late
Okay,
because I'm just tired.
and how do you feel differently when you don't eat late?
I feel mentally sharp the next day. I found when I eat more nutritious things at night, the next morning I am not as mentally foggy versus when I would eat a bunch of junk before I go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. So would you say that maybe going to bed earlier is something you could work on to change this behavior?
Yes, I think that would be a good thing to try to do.
Is there a way you could set up your day to make it easier to do so?
Yeah, I think if I wake up earlier and get out of bed instead of hitting the snooze button, I would be able to fall asleep quicker at night.
Definitely. And do you have overall pretty good sleep, you'd say?
I would say no, because I have a lot of caffeine and I think it's disrupting my sleep.
Hmm.
I have a lot of caffeine afternoon because I end up lifting and I'll take a pre-workout and then I will drink caffeine throughout my shift.
Okay. So maybe we could work on and first of all, how much caffeine do you drink? Like, is there a certain amount of cups a day or drinks a day?
Yeah, so my pre-workout is approximately 333 milligrams of
Mm.
caffeine. And then I'll have either coffee or diet Mountain Dew or diet Pepsi at work or like a white monster at work, which would lead me around 400, probably above 400 each day.
Oh, wow. Would it be possible to say that you could maybe eliminate one of your caffeinated drinks a day to make going to sleep earlier easier?
Yeah, I totally think I can eliminate the caffeine at work. I do it mostly for taste.
Okay, so maybe you could find like a caffeine-free, like yummy drink.
Yeah, I think that would be
Okay,
a
so
good
maybe
idea.
that's something we'll work on this week, and we can check in next week.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Perfect. All right. Thanks so much, Diego.
Yeah, thank you for having me.